And welcome to another episode of the Philly BroCast. I am your host, Ryan.
And I'm Ryan. What's up,
What's
bro?
up, bro? What's going on, man? How are you today?
Good. Long time no see. We haven't done a
Fair
show
enough.
in
Yeah,
quite some time.
we've had a few weeks off. A lot of stuff going on, but we're back. We're talking some birds right now. An impressive win over the Washington Commanders, by the way.
Yes.
Still getting used to saying that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fantastic game. They looked great offensively.
You
They
were there.
looked defensively. I was in the building. It was, I mean, the overall sense that I got from Commanders fan was just one of defeat and just disgust in their own organization. They seemed very tired and beat down, honestly. And this was before the game was over. So, yeah, I think they're just kind of a tired franchise right now with everything that's kind of gone on and with their owner and the name change and everything like that. So it was kind of sad to see the fans like that, but
Is it?
not really.
That's nice. It's a nice sentiment. But,
Yeah, I'm just trying to be nice here. Come on.
I mean, Snyder's about to get kicked out. You got Carson Wentz playing terribly. I mean, yeah, you can blame the offensive line for some of those sacks, but some of them were classic Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
The fumbles were classic Carson Wentz. The throwing over the receivers, classic. It was kind of funny to watch. And then, that stadium is old, disheveled.
Oh my gosh! So that was actually the first time I've been in that stadium in a very long time, and it is truly a piece of shit stadium. Like I don't know, I don't have any other words to describe the decrepit awfulness that was that stadium. It is a piece of shit, and they need to do something. I mean, hopefully with the name change, they can kind of, I don't know, maybe fresh start, fresh stadium, fresh name. Like,
I mean,
who
going
knows?
into last year, do you remember how revered their defensive line was? It was like, oh, we have this guy. We have, who is it, Chase Young?
Yeah, Chase
Yeah,
Young
we have so many
Jonathan
very
Allen
talented
and
players.
Payne and Sweat. All
Yeah,
these.
I mean, Sweat made a little bit of a difference here and there. He's still very talented, obviously. But, Chase Young being out, you had nobody else's name called. I mean, the Eagles did pretty much everything they wanted to in the first half. Third game in a row, scoring 24 or more points. It's just, Jalen Hurts looking good, the offense looking good. Although Miles Sanders didn't put up a lot, like big numbers, I think he still had a really good game. And,
Yeah, he had an impact for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I think, people are always going to want to nitpick this, that, and the other. And, they haven't scored second half points in the last two games. They didn't need to. They clearly, let off the gas in this game. I think they kind of sort of did the same once the fourth quarter hit in the previous game. So, yeah, they didn't need to do anything. And yeah, I'm okay with that. Like I don't need them necessarily to score 40 points every game. It would be awesome and cool, but like, let's be honest. Like a win is a win, and a comfortable win is a comfortable win. And that's what they got.
You see that they have that potential, that opportunity to
Right.
score 40 points. It's not like, oh man, we're just scoring 24 in the first half. We can't get anything going. No, it's obvious that they're letting up a little bit. They're letting their defense play. They're giving opportunities to Miles Sanders and different players to get involved, and it looked good. I mean, nobody's going to say that was a terrible game on offense because Jalen Hurts had over 300 yards. Devontae Smith with a crazy game, amazing acrobatic catches, being able to secure the ball. He was fantastic, even though he got body slammed right at the one. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But, he had a fantastic game. Great to see him step out. It was just overall fantastic. The defense was great. You had nobody catching anything between Carson being terrible and a couple drops that I saw. Yeah. And good defense again, locked down. So
the fact of the matter is,
Terry didn't even score or didn't even really get any catches until what, second half?
Right, and by then it was pointless. I mean, the fact of the matter is, the Eagles got 9 sacks, and I cannot remember the last time the Eagles got like over 5 sacks in a game. So the fact that they were able to get to Carson 9, and it was Carson, and they got to him 9 times, such a beautiful thing. He fumbled on a couple of them, lost one of them. Like, I mean, again, I thought the defense was completely dominating, suffocating. Jordan Davis was, again, didn't really show up on the stat sheet, didn't get a sack or anything, but his run defense, his run grade was the second highest in the NFL last week.
His presence was felt.
His presence was absolutely felt. The fact that Cox got 2.5 sacks, and that was great to see. Graham got himself to a couple sacks. Like, that was great to see. Like, everybody got a bit of theirs. And in saying all this, we're still not seeing some of the likes of Nakobe Dean. And while you could look at it one way and being like, oh, why aren't they playing? It's because our linebackers right now, White and specifically TJ Edwards, are playing amazing. And they're not giving him an opportunity to get on the field. And that is a good problem to have. I mean, it honestly is. I mean, again, they'll work Dean in as the season progresses. But listen, if Edwards and White are playing at such a great level, I'm okay with slow playing Dean, getting him more comfortable and into the flow of things. So
exactly. You get a young guy to watch the NFL up close and personal, learn from these guys. I mean, you can't really ask for a better problem to have. I can't word it any differently than you did.
Yeah,
it's an amazing problem to have.
It's a great problem to have.
He's only learning more and more each game, seeing how situational football is. It's fantastic. And for a young guy, especially a rookie, to have that time, I mean, you'll get your time. I can't say that I wouldn't see him, in a couple games, get in there a little bit more, especially if we're up. So I could see him getting some more play time. So
yeah, no, I think like I said, as the season progresses, even if Edwards and White continue to play great, it would behoove them to get him in there more and more snaps as the season progresses, just again for overall betterment of the team.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I can't say enough amazing things about this past weekend's game. I mean, being down there was insane. We went down there with Philly Sports Trips. I got to tell you, we've been on some away trips, and I've been to some tailgate in my day.
Yeah.
And I don't say this with any, puffing up or trying to what. It was one of the best tailgates I've ever been to. They put on just an amazing show. We walked in there and it was just lined up with tables, just, this booze over here, this booze over there, that food over here, that food over here. I mean, I literally, it was like, I had a few mimosas, I had a few Bloody Marys, I had more than a few Bloody Marys, actually. The food was amazing. They had these filet mignon sandwiches. Oh my God. Cavs Catering down there put it down for sure. So that, and they had the DJ going, and they were making announcements, and they had people from 97.5, the Fanatic that were there. In fact, I got to talk with John Kincaid actually quite a bit. He actually was joking around. He's like, "Well, what the heck, man? Why haven't you asked me to be on your shows?" And I was like, because I didn't think you would ever do it, and still don't. And he was like, "Nah, just email me at the station." I was like, "Okay, you said it, man. you said it." Got to talk to Hollis Thomas for a bit. Dude, he's such a chill dude. They had like this little VIP section set up, and dude, he just plopped down there. He just sat down there and just drank and just smoked cigars and just was straight chilling. He was just such a cool dude. But yeah, it was awesome because not only Eric and a few of our buddies, supporters of the Philly Sports Alliance were down there. But got to interact with a lot of the people from like Fourth and John. I was talking with Eric and E-Rock, as people know him, Gail Saunders and Prime, a couple of those other guys there. So it was really cool to interact with them. And of course, shout out to Edge of Philly Sports. They were on our bus. They were chilling. Really great to talk to them as well. Philly Sports guy, like there were so many people down there. All I did was just searched out people to talk to. I almost kind of feel bad that I wasn't like more present with my group, but I was drinking, so I didn't really feel that. But yeah, it was such a great experience walking into the stadium like that. There's like a bit of a walk for where we were. It was all Eagles fans. Like it was a sea of Eagles fans, and leading up and into the stadium, it was just Eagles fans. Like that's literally all you could see. It was insane to see. I mean, Philly Sports Trips alone brought about 1,200 people. Obviously there's a couple other groups that came down as well, and people just traveling individually. I mean, people were not lying when they say it felt like a home game.
Wow.
It really was. It really was. So yeah, can't thank everybody from Philly Sports Trips. Vince, I'm telling you, this guy's a genius. He puts on an amazing tailgate. Everything you could possibly want was covered. The bus ride down, we had snacks and booze, and on the bus ride back, he had some little pick-me-up snacks to recover and all that stuff. So he thought of everything. So we're gonna have Vince on one of our Philly Sports Alliance shows one of these days. I know he's an extremely busy man, but we'll be out there in Arizona.
Yep,
we'll be partying up with Philly Sports Trips once again. So I cannot wait, dude. I'm telling you, if that tailgate is anything like the tailgate we just did in Washington, which I'm honestly thinking it's going to be even better and even bigger, dude. That's all you'll need. So anyway, yeah. So special shout out to them. Definitely wanted to make sure I mentioned that. So
that's awesome. A great time.
Yeah, but honestly, the fact of the matter is, right now, Jalen Hurts seems to be the real deal. Now, again, it's been 3 games. Need more. Want to see the consistency? Yes. But through 3 games, that's all we have. He is a legit MVP contender.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Lamar Jackson's going apeshit, but Hurts is kind of right there, man. He has over 900 yards. He has over 150 yards on the ground. He has a couple rushing touchdowns, some 5 passing touchdowns so far.
And what, just one interception?
One interception, which, let's be honest, wasn't really his fault.
Yeah.
And, he's limiting mistakes. He's making reads. He's understanding defense. And you could just see that he's just getting it more this year.
Yeah.
Just the eye test alone shows that he has improved on most of the things that we had talked about all off season long.
I mean, he either heard it, or when he went out to San Diego to work on his throwing motion, he, I don't know, took some Zen yoga courses and finally got it through to his head like, hey, I got to pick this stuff up or else I'm not going to be a quarterback.
Yeah, maybe he had some of that Aaron Rodgers ayahuasca stuff.
Yeah, there you go. As long as you got a toilet, that's all. That's the only thing I heard. As long as you got somewhere to go, it's amazing. But other than that, yeah, I mean, he looks great going through his progressions, putting the ball right where it needs to be. The only thing that I can say is there's times when it looks like he's still a little nervous, moving around in the pocket, and he just scrambles.
Yeah,
and he has some trouble deciding whether he wants to get rid of the ball or try and make a move downfield. And there's that point where it's just like, I have to get rid of the ball. Yeah. And he's coming. It's just seconds, but seconds in football are huge. So I think that realizing where he can go. But I mean, the design runs that they set up, except for like one, the design runs were beautiful. There was one where it's like the seas parted for him. The offensive line took the defensive line out, and literally he had it had to have been like a 10-foot gap in which he could just freely run. And it was incredible. So I have to give credit a little bit to Sirianni and the coaching staff. Just coming up with those design runs to really showcase his ability. That's obviously very smart. And then, everything else will come into play. And I like how everything looked for Jalen Hurts overall, except for just that little bit of panic.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think, and that's, I'm glad you pointed that out, because again, let's be perfectly honest. He is not, he's not perfect, nor is any quarterback. But yeah, no, I've definitely noticed that as well, and it's so much fewer and farther between than we saw last year.
Yeah.
And, I think as the season progresses, I think there becomes that trust, not only with his receivers, but with his offensive line. And, I mean, let's be honest, man. You got A.J. Brown. You got Devontae Smith. You have Dallas Goedert. You have Quez Watkins, which you barely used yesterday or Sunday.
And Zach Pascal?
Yeah, Pascal, same thing.
The unsung hero, man. He's out there blocking.
He's doing the garbage work. That's what I like to call it. He's a trash man. He's cleaning up, doing the little things, doing the dirty work.
Love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And
AJ Brown was that safety valve. I mean, you kind of got that, like, all right, we hear that they're best friends. We hear that they throw the football when they hang out, blah, 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 blah. It is real, man. That connection, whenever he needed it, AJ Brown was there, perfect spot, ready to go, got the first down. It's fantastic. And then again, Devontae Smith going off. I keep wanting Dallas Goedert to just have his game. I know it's coming.
Well,
it's coming. But
listen, so first game was AJ Brown, right?
Yeah.
Second game was the spread game.
He got a little bit of involvement.
Everybody kind of got theirs of the second game. Third game was Devontae. Maybe fourth game will be another spread game. Maybe fifth game will be the Dallas Goedert game.
If we're down in Arizona and it's the Dallas Goedert game, I'm gonna freak out.
Can you imagine in front of Zach Ertz?
Oh, that'd be so good.
That would be.
It's just like a revenge tour right now. You're going down to Washington. You beat up on Carson. We got Jacksonville coming here. We're gonna beat up on Dougie P.
I don't want to hear any friggin' boos.
No, I don't think he'll get booed.
I hope he doesn't. I hope you're
There's
right.
There's no reason. There's no reason. It wasn't his fault.
You're right. I mean, you're right. There is no reason to. I mean, Carson Wentz literally was kind of a D-bag.
Oh, yeah. And then when he got to Indianapolis, he was like, you know what? In Indianapolis, these are my people. That just shut the door, dude. Like, we might have cheered for you when you came here. Now you're getting booed. That's it.
No, and I think if we had played, the Colts, maybe we would have been all right. But the fact of the matter is, right now you're on Washington. You're a division rival. The way everything kind of fell out after you left, those are all legit reasons to boo, and we sure did. Doug, on the other hand, listen, he kind of got the bad rap. The whole Carson thing fucking crumbled, and he kind of got thrown under the bus there a little bit.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
Listen, what was things going great? No, but I still don't believe he should have been fired at that time. But
so you got Zach Ertz in Arizona, and then now you get a little bit of nice. If you can get Jason Peters in the game in Dallas, then you got another guy.
Well, I mean, think about it. Week 1 was Slay's revenge.
Yep.
Week 2
was
Rager's revenge on the other way.
Wow.
Yeah.
No. No one even noticed he was there.
He wasn't. Dude. You remember when his first kickoff return or punt return, he was like, let's go. And then you got 1 yard. Like, come on, bro. Like, you can't try to, like, incite the crowd and then get 1 effing yard.
Yeah. The crowd was probably like, who is this guy?
Yeah. I don't remember number 6. What a weirdo.
So many cool games.
Yeah, exactly. Zach Ertz, and then right into Dallas with Jason Peters, and obviously it being the Dallas game. And then we're off to the bye. And listen, I think going into the season, we thought, hey, listen, if we can come out into the bye going 4-2, I'd be great with that. And now we are already 3-0. Now I'm not saying Jacksonville's certainly no pushover. No pushover. They've actually looked pretty decent in the last couple of weeks. Trevor Lawrence looks like he's probably going to be a legit quarterback thanks to Dougie P. And thanks to Urban Meyer not being there. But, yeah, I mean, that guy was a friggin' train wreck. Listen, if we can get past Jacksonville, which kind of, is setting up for a trap game, Arizona doesn't look as mighty as we thought. I think we all walked into this season going, "Oh, Arizona, man, they got a good squad." And I'm not saying that they don't have a good squad. I don't think they're as good as we all thought they were.
Yeah, they're kind of banged up a little bit too. So that I don't know if those injuries will still be, prevalent come the Arizona game. But they're down a wide out there. James Conner's a little banged up.
Oh yeah,
I don't even know where DeAndre Hopkins is.
No, yeah, I mean he God only knows where he is. Hollywood Brown looked amazing the other day. So he certainly is a threat. But listen, the offensive line is a little banged up as well. The defense, I don't think is as good as advertised. So I'm feeling a lot better going to Arizona for this game.
Yeah.
Because preseason, when we had decided this is where we were going, I was like, oh, man, I'd really hate to go down there or go over there and lose, Now I'm like, I think we got this.
I have a question for you. It's a little bit, not off topic, but going backwards. Do you think, come next season, Carson Wentz will be a starting quarterback in the NFL? I believe they have the option to get rid of him. It would be a hit, but not like a dead cap hit.
Yeah, I can't imagine him being on his, 4th team in 4 years. I just can't imagine it. Like he is, he is talented. It's not like he's a bum.
You would say he'll be in the league, right? But not a starter. Or do you think he'd not be in the league?
I think Washington's going to hold on to him. I think they may just try to get, draft a rookie and have Carson ease in that transition in.
Yeah.
Because again, I mean, it's not like they're going to be doing anything anytime soon. So, oh snap! Well, we did start late, unfortunately. So we do got to wrap things up.
We have a lot to talk about next week.
We do.
Sixers had media day.
Yes.
Flyers started their season.
Started their preseason.
But they have they have a couple big injuries.
Yeah.
And then the Phillies
are
holding on.
Hold on for dear friggin' life. So our apologies for the quick show and the Eagles only style, but next week we will get into more of the other stuff. In fact, we will try to have a little bit of a longer episode than normal because I know we have a lot of stuff to fit in. So, but honestly, I can't thank everybody enough for popping in. We always do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Make sure that you put on your automatic notifications on Facebook. Give us a like and a follow there. Put on those notifications. That way, anytime the Philly Sports Alliance goes live, you know about it immediately, and you can pop in and join us. Also, special shout out to the Painted Lions. We are streaming on their YouTube. They stream on our Facebook. So not only when you put on those automatic notifications, you get our shows, you also get the Painted Line shows, which again, you're missing out if you don't watch them. So
Quality.
Yeah, check them out. Subscribe to them on YouTube after you subscribe to us on YouTube, and then of course, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Philly Sports PSA. That is pretty much it. I did want to mention our official sponsor, as I always do, La Terrain Watches. Head on over to la-terrain.com. Use code PSA for site-wide discounts. Get yourself a fat watch. I love the two that I have, and the sunglasses that I have, which honestly, I think I need to buy a couple more. And then, of course, make sure that you also follow us on Six Pack Coverage. They're a national media company. Not only do they do sports podcasts and sports articles and whatnot, lifestyle, fitness, food, finance, any other F's that I can think of, Fineran's, but yeah, they do it all, honestly. So they got a little bit for everybody down there, and they're just such a nice, awesome, cool group of people. They actually have a little bit of a college network where they have teams at national colleges putting out content and stuff like that. It's a real cool idea. So make sure you follow them, sixpackcoverage.com. That is it for us. Also, a special shout out to Philly Sports Trips. Amazing job. I cannot wait for Arizona. We got like less than 2 weeks, baby. Cannot wait. So that is it for us. Ryan, you got anything to add before we pop on out of here?
Nope. Go Birds. Go Phillies.
Go Phillies. Hold on, Phils.
You got it, Phillies.
And then, the other seasons will be starting in no time. So that's it for us. Sorry for the quick show. For the Philly BroCast, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Ryan. Peace out, bros.
Later, bro. Go Birds. Go Birds.
Go Bears.